Hello. Welcome to the last part of this very long lecture series for this week on Unreal. There's a lot to cover with Unreal. And I don't expect anybody to really kind of just like jump into this. If people want to use Unity and do 2D designs for their map designs, totally fine. It's really going to depend on kind of how, like, what the requirements for your game are. So if you're making a first person shooter, then you need to do 3D map design. If you're making a side scrolling um, Metroidvania or whatever, then you use 2D. And you got to use the right tool for the job. So Unity for a game like that, for say a side scrolling Metroidvania, Unity makes more sense. But if you're doing something that's a really hyper realistic first person shooter or action RPG or whatever, then you'll want to use Unreal. And again, it just depends on your requirements for whatever the project is. For this class, it just depends on what you want to use. Do you want to make a 3D scene? Then make a 3D scene. If you want to make it in 2D, then you can make it in 2D. I you can. Um, Sorry, 1 second. That auto played. That was weird. Um, I just want to see that you are able to create these levels with the requirements that we ask for the flow and the objectives and all of that. All right, so the last thing we want to talk about is adding things to your project. So let me open up the Epic Games Launcher. So inside of the Epic Games Launcher, there's this tab called FAB, and FAB is the asset store for Unreal. Very similar to Unity's asset store, which is just available on their website. FAB is, if you click on the Start Exploring button, it will open it up as a website. FAB is the same thing, but for Unreal. It's actually kind of funny because FAB, so it used to just be the Unreal marketplace, but recently, a couple months ago, Epic announced kind of this collaboration of a couple of different services, I guess, that they own, all in one marketplace. So this is now the Unreal marketplace. This is also Sketchfab and one more. I don't remember what the other one is. There are three services that are now tied into Fab as a tool. I don't remember. ArtStation. That's the other one. ArtStation. Um, so they just kind of like combined everything, and because of that, there's more than just Unreal Engine assets here. There's also Unity assets, and um, it just kind of depends on uh, what you're looking for. You have a bunch of different tools to find these things if you want to add them to your projects. Fab happens to be integrated a lot easier with Unreal Engine than it is with Unity, and the Unity store happens to be integrated with Unity. So, just keep in mind what tool you're using for the job. Anyway, so this is the Fab website, and you can just kind of like search and for whatever you're looking for. Say I wanted to get foliage, so let me just type in grass, and this gives me options for all the different foliage things I can get. What are the things to keep in mind for using any of these tools, any of these marketplaces, is they are marketplaces, so they do have costs associated with these things. A lot of things are available for free, and you can use your filters to find that. So price, if I want to just look for free things, there you go. There's all these things that I can get for free. And basically what you're going to do is using the Epic account that you created for signing up for the Epic launcher. These things will end up in your library as you buy or add them. So if I go into my library, you can see all of the different asset packs and things that I own. And these are all things that I can then import directly into Unreal. One of the simplest way to do this, I guess, I don't even know if I want to use the word simple. If you go to your library tab in your Epic Games Launcher, these are all of the things that are also in my Fab library, and I can click on the button to add it to a project and then choose which project I want to add it to. So if I wanted to add this to my level design or That must be my one from last semester. Huh. If I wanted to add this to a project, I click on the project I want to add it to and then click on Add Project, and it will download and install the asset pack straight to your project. The other way you can do this is in here, there is this FAB UE plugin. This is set here by default in your Epic Games Launcher by Unreal. If you install this to, I can't because it's installed to all of my engines, but if you install this to your engine, click that button, and I'll show you. You can, if you install a plugin, you can click on that and then choose which engine version you want to install it on and then install it. When you open up Unreal Engine, you will have this button here called FAB. And from here, this is literally just the FAB marketplace inside of Unreal Engine. But one of the cool things that you can do is if you look at your library, you can just straight up click the plus sign on anything you want to add to your library. It'll download it and install it into your engine, into your editor while you're working it. So I did that earlier with the plants here that I added. So this is all stuff that was installed by FAB. You can see kind of the FAB logo in the top corner to tell you that it's from FAB. I just keep your things kind of organized. Anyway, that's the basics. You can also, if you have other content that you find from other sources, say Turbo Squid or CG Trader or any of those services where you find a 3D model or a material or a texture that you want to use, if you right click inside of your content browser, you can just import that directly from your computer, and then that will add it to as well. So if I wanted to import, sure, let's add a duck. All right. So if I wanted to import this duckfinal.fbx file from a different project, say, if I import it in and, oh boy, there we go. It imports all the files that are necessary, and now I have a duck, which I don't actually know if this is going to, there you go. There's the duck. So that's also a way that you can import your files. And now that I've imported this random project asset pack that I wasn't really sure what I was doing. Now I have access to everything that was in that asset pack. So I have these ziggurats and Mesoamerican temples and things, and I can use these directly in my projects. That was it. That was the last bit I wanted to talk about. I apologize for this lecture series being so long. It's a lot. Unreal is a very complex engine to use, and I didn't even get into actual blueprinting or anything like that. But there are a lot of advanced things that you can do, especially for level design through blueprinting. If you're interested, again, let me know what you want me to add as supplemental content for this course, and I can do that. Finally, thank you for understanding for how late this is. I apologize again. Should have come out at the beginning of the week, and it did not. Fortunately, I don't think that is going to affect anything that we have due in our syllabus. I will. Okay, there's the syllabus. Okay, so I may change the project to assignment. Actually, I will. I'll shift the project stuff to start next week because I think that should align more with next week's discussion, and then everything will be shifted down. Apologies for the confusion, but so project 2, don't worry about. I'll post next week. This week, I would like you to take your level design that you've done so far and write up a quick game proposal on kind of the genre, style, and kind of objectives of your game. I'll write everything out on the discussion for you, and I would like that submitted by next Sunday. Give you some time on that one. Thank you, everybody. If you have any questions or anything, please contact me through email or hours. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.